What's up, fight fans? Seattle Mike Fights with Friends. Hey, we still got a football field behind us. What's going on? Thank you, everybody that tuned in to football last week. But let me switch this over here. There, now we're in the apex. Going on, Robert Kerrigan, PBR, Daniel, Barry Sports, Phil D. Roll up in the house. Clavid, what's up, my man? Should be a good one, guys. 5 more fights, more contracts for Dana White to hand out. This series, it's been absolute fire. Those of you that have been watching it, you already know this. Man, so many guys have came out of Dana White Contender Series, from Sean O'Malley to Jamahal Hill to Dan Ige, Geoff Neal, recently Peyton Talbot. There's a whole host of other fighters, of course, that have came out of this. A lot of them slip my mind at the moment, but we will get 5 more fights tonight. Last week in the female fight, we had what was the biggest upset odds-wise in UFC history. The week before that, we had an official candidate for Fight of the Year. I mean, and why I say official candidate is all the major MMA media sources were naming it as a Fight of the Year candidate. Stuck at work, PBR. I hate the bloody apex. Get that crap off my screen. Tell Dana. Yeah, they need to get the hell out of there, right? He wants to build it bigger. I mean, and I guess at least there would be a crowd in there, but unless you're going to build it, you know, for like 10,000 freaking people, what's the point? We want to hear a big ass crowd. Let's look at some of these fights real quick on paper, though. There's already a poll up here. You guys may not know who to vote for, though. So if you voted already, sorry, I haven't done the what have you done for me lately. 4 votes. Nicole Caliari has them all. But that could just be because I forgot to put a space, apparently, in between Corinne's first and last name. Could be as easy as that. All right, let's bring up the fighters and go through some comparisons, and I'll tell you which way I'm leaning. Let's start out with Nicole Caliari, since you guys are picking her. 7-2, 27 years old. I don't know if that's an old picture, if she's a young-looking 27. 7-2, but all of her wins coming by way of finish. 5 knockouts, 2 submissions. As you guys know, women's MMA, not always known for their finishes. She brings the excitement because in her 2 losses, she was also finished once by submission, and then the 1 loss by decision. I don't know what this fight music show is, though. That sounds like something I might put on in my backyard, so I don't know if I'll put a whole lot of stock in that. I've never heard of it. But she was an LFA. See there, she got 2nd round knockout in LFA, 3rd round submission. Oh, lost to Kay Hansen in Invicta. Well, at least we all know who Kay Hansen is. And let's look at her opponent. A few more losses on this record. 8-4. Our Canadian representative. 8-4, 4 submissions, 2 knockouts, 2-1 when it comes to decision. But look at this, out of 4 losses, she's been finished 3 times already. Twice knocked out, once by submission. She is on a 3-fight win streak. almost all UAE warriors. And look at that. Sometimes it really matters who you fight, because Madame Farhat, that is one of the contenders for the title. That's one of her losses. You look at the 4 losses and think, wow, this lady's got kind of a horrible record, 8-4. It's not very good, but she's fought some talent. She's on a 3-fight win streak. She's won 5 out of 6 with the only loss to Madame Farhat. So if you go back to 2019, I would say that is what have you done for me lately. Let's bring up some odds. We'll go to our DraftKings and see what we got here. What's up, King James? No clue, Mustar. What time it starts, sir? 2 minutes away, the show should start. Super Mario TV, how you doing, my friend? Let's look at some odds here. Close odds. Corinne Lamframboise, even with the 4 losses, just a slight underdog. Caliari, Nicole Caliari, minus 162 favorite. Most of these odds are fairly close, except for the main event. There's a lot of hype around Navajo Sterling at minus 340. I don't know much about Phillip Latu. Only one of these fights, though, is like crazy odds, and it's pretty crazy. Josias Belgaroui, minus 1,100 to plus 700. I don't know why they ended up with a fight that is, so uncompetitive on paper. I'm guessing maybe somebody couldn't make it or something, though. Pulling up fighter profiles helps. Yes, well, thank you, King James. I'm glad that helps. I've been trying to bring up a little more of the information on these fighters. And like I said, 3 of the 5 fights are basically pick'ems, even on the odds. So could kind of go either way. Man, somebody really cashed last week, though. Like, what it ended up plus 1,500 or whatever it is was on the underdog. Biggest upset in UFC history odds wise. PBR Straight Gang, hello, my friend. Cheers, Phil. What's everybody eating, drinking, smoking tonight? And I know some of you might be watching the presidential debate later, so this will be over. We'll be done by the time that starts, and you guys can go, listen to Trump say all the things he's already said, avoid all the questions, and I imagine you're going to get something pretty similar from Miss Kamala. But right now, we got some real fights. Of course, UFC Noche this Saturday. We're just, 5 days away. I wonder how the Sphere is going to look on television. Like, are we going to get a completely different experience on television? I imagine we will. What's going on, Jim? We just got one more week of Verdict, man. One more week before the new season. I'm trying to hold on for dear life. I liked my fantasy football team better than my MMA picks this week. But I am pretty excited about football. So I believe it was 4 contracts last week, 4 contracts the week before. Generally, these shows, as you guys know, you have to get a finish to get the contract. But there's definitely some exceptions when there's an incredible fight. I mean, and even on rare occasion, Dana White has signed both fighters in a rare, incredible fight. One, I believe he signed the loser. I didn't agree with the decision. I was more impressed with the loser. Just if you have a great fight, you might end up getting a shot. Obviously, heavyweights. Any heavyweights they can get in here, like if they look good, they're probably going to get a contract. There's no heavyweights this week, though. What's going on, Wyatt? Hey, you got one Canadian on the fight. You guys need to send more fighters. What's going on over there? You guys aren't violent anymore? No, you guys have never been violent like us, though. So there is Navajo Sterling, 4-0. He is a world kickboxing champion. And look at him. Yes, he's 155 years old. But at one time, this man beat Alex Pereira, the current light heavyweight champion, former middleweight champion, and, one of the fastest meteoric rises in the UFC. And, I consider Alex Pereira basically, when he retires, an all-time great, and which is insane because he didn't really have that many fights. He's just super active in a short amount of time against really good fighters. Later in his career, too. I want to say Pereira's 37 or 38. But we got a flyweight bout tonight. I believe that's our opening bout. We got a flyweight. We got bantam. We got lightweight. Okay, I thought I remembered all these, but we got a... What's up, robbers? Sorry I had to leave chat for a few minutes. I'm almost calling. Hey, no need for excuses, man. You're always here. You're good. Talking about the fires that are close to her house. Another one that is close to my dad's house. Oh, crap. Chat, this is real. What's up, Tom? I'm real. Are you real? Not quite sure how to answer that question. The chat is definitely real. We're here every week, man. Hit that subscribe button and join a really cool place to watch fights with a lot of people that are very knowledgeable about fights. And for those of you that like to bet on fights, guys, DraftKings is the best. DraftKings has got great odds. They always have great promos. And the promo they are running for us right now, pretty incredible. Deposit $100, open up a new account, deposit $100, and they will match your deposit. Whatever you deposit, they will match it up to $100. And then... they'll match it up to $100, and then they'll give me $100, which is pretty cool. I can use it. Real is a really real thing, dude. Is this real or is it Memorex? All right, Gianni's props to watch. What is this on Lafrome and Nicole Caliari? Plus 120 for under 2.5 rounds. Let's bring up some of the props on this first fight. Actually, we got a few minutes, I think, before these ladies step in the cage. And then for all of you that aren't big fans of the lady fighters, it's the only ladies fight of the night. So but first, let's go winning method. Nicole Caliari to win by knockout, plus 600. Laframboy, plus 900. By submission, 380. These are some pretty high odds. Let's see, what is the over-under on this? Over-under is 2.5. I've never taken the under on a female fight. This is a tough one, actually. Your overs minus 160, your unders plus 124. if I'm going to take a bet on this fight, I think it's the under 2.5 rounds, actually. Both of these ladies are finishers, and both of these ladies get finished. Like Corinne. She's got 6 finishes in her 8 wins. Of course, 4 of those are submissions. She's been finished 3 times. She's been knocked out twice already. She's been submitted once. Only went to decision 3 times. And like I said, Nicole Kari, 5 knockouts, 2 submissions, 7-2. Let's go back over to these odds. Winning method, Nicole Caliari to win by knockout, plus 600. That might be worth looking at that too. She's won all but 2 of her fights by knockout, and Corinne's been knocked out twice. Plus 600 might not be a bad number. Let's see, method of victory, double chance, since both these women are somewhat finishers. Corinne by knockout or submission, plus 300. Caliari to win by knockout or decision, plus 130. Well, why wouldn't you just take the over-under on the 2.5 at that point? I don't know. I mean, I guess there could be a finish in the, in the last half of the last round. Which a lot of these fighters are very tired by the end of that. But, yes, cheers, King James and Robert. What's everybody been up to today? Hopefully none of you guys are by the fires in California, first off. I hope none of you are there and none of your families are affected. They just can't, I don't know what the deal is there. They just can't get it under control there. Like, California is just on fire every single year lately. And I know there's a lot of people that think they have answers, but God, they need to start implementing them, I guess. And they need to start taking these arsons. Like, if somebody's an arson, it's like you start a fire, like that idiot in that one California fire, 45 years old, pushed his mom's car down an embankment into the forest and started a fire that killed a bunch of people and, ruined a bunch of people. Throw that guy in the fire. Seriously. Just like drop him right in the middle of the fucking fire. And then live stream that and say, hey, anybody else want to be an arson? Anybody else want to be an arsonist? Why don't you watch this guy burn while you think about that? I know that's a bit dark, but I don't really care. People shouldn't be setting fires. Both my parents are surrounded by the fires in California. Well, I hope they're okay, man. That's horrible. All right, fighters are coming out. It's always a 100 or more out there. Easy to start. That wood up. Yeah, when it's so hot, that's a big thing. You got all the dry brush and dry trees and everything else. I know that, but they've had a bunch of them have just been arsonists too, which is, like I said, it's just crazy that someone would be so evil. Dad lives near the Line Fire. My mom by the Tribuca Fire. Damn, I haven't looked at a lot of the fires today. Looks like these 2 big ones are fairly new. Hopefully they're getting them contained. I know the last one was a month ago or so where the guy pushed his car into the forest. Luckily they got some rain and the wind turned the right way for him. Nicole Caliari, 3-fight win streak, finished all 7 of her wins. 5 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. She is a karate world champion, and she comes to us from Brazil. And she is ready to go. You don't see too many women with six-packs like that. And here comes her opponent. All business. The Canadian lady, Corinne Laframboise. For some reason, she kind of reminds me of Miesha Tate. Just like watching some of her warm-ups in the back and like, joking around with people and stuff. And I don't know, she gives me a Miesha Tate vibe. I don't know if that's going to translate over to her fighting or not. And real quick, as we're getting started, you guys got to check out Robinhood. Thank you, Robinhood. Our sponsor, Robinhood. If you're buying stocks, if you're buying crypto, if you want to invest in your future, gosh, in the sports betting, DraftKings and Robinhood, I put a lot of my money into both of those things, investing for my future. Check out Robinhood. They're going to give you a free stock just for using my link there. You'll get a free stock. Every person that does that, I get a free stock. What do you think? Who wins first fight, bro? I am leaning towards Nicole Caliari. And I'm leaning towards her by knockout. Mostly just based on the fact that Laframboise has already been knocked out twice in such a limited amount of fights. So Gianni's bet, this is the commentators here on ESPN, they're picking Corinne to pull off a slight upset. But the odds are pretty even on this fight. Tate, yep. What's up, Robert? He's in the house. Good to see you, my friend. I voted Caliari. All right, Corinne Laframboise, 35. That's old for Contender Series. 8 years older than Nicole Caliari. An inch taller at 5'4" and a 3-inch reach. Look at these two women if you're watching right now, though. I'm telling you, Corinne could pass for Nicole's mother. Nicole looks super young. I'm not sure if it's a bad picture or what, but Corinne, she looked a little rough in that picture. I think it was just a bad picture because she's not a bad-looking lady. Oh, wow, left hook there from Laframboise. They are going at it. They want that money. Caliari's got the body lock there, but as Laframboise goes for an Ochigari on the inside, misses there. They are fighting violently for position here. 30 seconds into this, after flurries of punches from both women to start the round. And yes, of course, we got to end the poll. Oh, beautiful throw there from Caliari. Beautiful judo throw as a modified Ogoshi into the guard of Laframboise. And there's a big right hand from the top from Caliari. And Caliari, she's ready to go, baby. She looks like she's been ready to go all fucking week. And she's going to let Laframboise up. She says, I want to knock you out, bitch. Oh, there's a good right hand from Laframboise. Now, Caliari's corner is going to be pretty upset with her if she lets her up. Lets Corinne up, and then Corinne knocks her out. And Corinne looking to set up that vicious left hook. There's a good left hand there from her. Combination from Caliari backing up. Good knee to the body from Nicole Caliari. Oh, there's that judo again. Beautiful Ogoshi and lands on top of her opponent. That's the third throw in this round for Caliari. Just beautiful judo tonight from her. And less than halfway through the round, Laframboise probably feels like she's been through a couple rounds already. From bro, getting that high rubber guard up, though. Oh, this is high. Caliari's got to be careful here. She could have herself in a bad position here. And Caliari escapes for the moment. Don't throw your head into a guillotine there, though, Caliari. And Laframbro working on that right side armbar. Couple of good elbows there from Corinne. Under 2 minutes left in the first. Oh, 3 more elbows right to the side of the temple of Caliari. There's another one. And Corinne Laframbros, maybe a bit of a slower starter because she's getting her game on now. Nicole the Raspberries, zero sympathy for idiots who intentionally start wildfires. Yeah, throw them in the wildfire, man. Throw them in the fire. Watch them burn. Feel about arsonists like that, about like I feel feel about pedophiles. Throw some of them in the fire too. And both ladies standing up. Caliari goes for another throw for Nagoshi. Laframboise was watching for it this time. That was a good block. She blocked Caliari's hips, and Corinne looking to take Caliari down herself now. She's got a body lock here, and now I'm wondering if Caliari's thinking, man, maybe I should have encouraged this lady to come on the ground with me. Her submissions look pretty good. And there's a couple shots from the top from Laframboise. This is the first time we've seen it from the top. And Caliari immediately grabs an arm. And, wow, she had that arm extended for a minute. Man, that was fast. And it's over with 15 seconds left in the round. Wow. Nicole Caliari getting that armbar there at the last moment. And like I said, if I was going to take a pick on this one, it's for once, it's the under on the 2.5 rounds. Remember, under was plus 136. I feel like there's probably a lot more opportunities for betting on some of these Contender Series fights. Because basically, I just looked at the stats. We all looked at them together. And I thought, man, the one thing that seems a bit off here is the 2.5 rounds. And sure enough, it ends in the first round. I knew she would win, but damn, tried ripping off that arm, right? I just wish you could do parlays like that on MMA. You can't parlay two things in the same match. Because I would have said parlay Caliari and the under 2.5. Official time 4:45 of the first round. Submission by armbar. I cannot believe how fast she grabbed that, though. Yep, already. Yeah, and we need more finishers in the UFC. And we've talked about, like, especially the women. So there's so many fights that it's just like, you just look at it and you're like, okay, I'm just gonna bet that it goes the distance, and often times you're right. All right, battle of undefeated bantamweights up next, guys. Nine and 0 and 7 and 0. But you guys got that pick right. And let's listen to Caliari, her interview here.
How happy are you with this performance tonight? Parabéns, agora são 3 finalizações seguidas e certamente a mais importante da tua carreira. Como é que você está sentindo agora? Bom, eu não tenho nem palavras para dizer como.
How happy are you? Laura, what kind of question is that? How happy are you with this? Oh man, I'm upset. I wanted to lose.
Meu head coach me pegou, me mostrou plano e eu tinha sonho, ele tinha plano. E aí a gente conseguiu concretizar hoje. I don't have any words to describe this. This is, something, a plan that came through that we're able to make it happen today because I've had such a good career management from my bike.
All right, and picks, guys, that is another one. You guys' record on picks has been pretty good. It was really good until the last Saturday UFC, and then, man, I don't think anybody did good on that, though. I know I didn't. But that moves us to 46 and 34. Picks have been in for main cards. We haven't been doing them for prelims, but main cards, major boxing fights, and DWCS. Nice. I thought it was over. Yep. Yeah, it was over. She just pulled that arm in and tried to pull it right off. And I'm going to put up our next poll, but before you vote, let's do a what have you done for me lately? That way you guys have a little better idea who these fighters are. Yeah, what an awesome moment for these fighters, though. I don't know how many people understand. I know you guys that are here every week understand, like, the dedication that these fighters go through to get to this point. And there is a dark side to Dana White Contender Series. I know former UFC veteran John Fitch has been doing, like, a little mini-series on it, actually, about how Dana White Contender Series, he believes, is bringing the pay down for fighters because they don't get much to be on the show, and then they get locked into one of these 12 and 12 contracts. I don't know the specifics of how many fights that is, though. Maybe it's 2 fights. I don't know, and then they can re-sign a contract. That's kind of how I look at it. Unless they're signing these people on for 10 fights or something, get in there, prove yourself, do something good, and then ask for more money. And UFC is going to give it to you, or you're going to go somewhere else and make some money. I don't know these two, so I'd only be guessing. All right, both undefeated. Let's do a what have you done for me lately with these two. And you might get to know them a little bit more. 5 first-round finishes for Otari. 9-0 with 5 first-round finishes. As you guys know, a lot of that depends on where you get those fights, though, those wins and those finishes. So let's start out with Jose Musasa first. 7-0. They call him the KO Wizard, and he has won every single fight by KO. 24 years old. 7-0, 7 knockouts, as I mentioned. Impact FC, Africa Knockout, Nightmare FC, Impact Championship. So a lot of smaller shows. But look at this. 6 of those 7 knockouts in the very first round. You know what his opponent's strategy should be coming out of the gate. Probably stay away from this guy in the first round and don't get in a war with him. Otari, Tanzilov, also a lot of finishes. 9-0, 7 knockouts, 2 wins by way of decision. He's 2 years older at 26. Octagon promotion, UAE, that is the biggest promotion I've seen on the resume of both these guys. Also had 3 amateur fights, lost the first one, but I won't hold it against him really though, because it was in a tournament, an Open Championships 3-day tournament. It looks like he went pretty deep. At least went to the 3rd day, won his first 2 matches. So let's look at this odds-wise. We'll go fight lines. Otari, decent favorite at -180. I don't think he's faced anybody like Musasa, 7-0 with 7 knockouts. But like I said, who has he got it under? The over-under, 1.5 rounds. So they do not expect this fight to go long. Man, it'd be almost tempting to take the over at -120, but both guys have so many first-round finishes. I'm not going to advise that. I don't know if I really have betting advice on this fight. You got Tanzilov by knockout +100, by submission +1,000. Neither one of these guys have a submission on their record. Musasa to win by knockout +225. I mean, he has 7-0 with 7 knockouts. It's just, the victory or the level of opponents that they've seen. I was going to say, can you just bet this by exact method of victory? So you can bet just knockout, but that's going to be a -340. It's not going to get you a lot of money in this fight. Submission, neither one of these guys has got one. Decisions, I don't know. I fighting wise, I think I would just enjoy this fight. I don't really have any advice odds wise for this. I'd have to have done a lot more research on these guys, I guess. I don't know these two, so I wouldn't be guessing. Otari's a beast. I picked him to win. Can only guess from Mike Post's fighters' profiles. Yeah, I'll take Otari. What's up, Billy in the house? 13 in here, 11 likes. Hit that like button. Yes. 17 in here now. All right, thank you guys. We just seen a first round finish in the previous fight. Just one fight down. It was a first round armbar submission, 4:45 of the first round. Of course, that was Nicole Caliari defeating Corinne Laframboise of Canada. So Brazil over Canada. Nicole Caliari moving to 8-2. I imagine there's a contract in her future. I think that one's a give me. So I think we got one already. I would be very surprised if Dana White doesn't give that lady a contract. And it's like, if he doesn't, it's like, why did you even have her on the show? What were you expecting? Mike put the profiles up before the polls. Will do, Jim. Good idea. Okay. Yeah, I'll do the profiles before the poll next time. All right, here comes Otari Tanzilov. If I had to pick, I'd pick Otari, but this fight just seems very unpredictable to me. Both guys, massive finishing power. A lot of knockouts from both. Yes, 16 up in the chat. Hit that like and share button if you would. Thanks for tuning in to Dana White Contender Series. It's the second week in a row. It's doing better numbers than the weekly UFC fight nights. Not better than the pay-per-views, but better than the fight nights. Otari undefeated 9-0, 7 wins by knockout. GFC Bantamweight champion. That is a South Africa-based promotion for Otari. So, he's had some, some high-level fights. Like, he likes to get in there, get championships and things. This is the guy we were talking about. His only 3 amateur fights were in a tournament. And he went to the 3rd day of that 3-day tournament. Yeah, posting 4 pause for each fight helps my no eyes situation. I think it helps everybody, including me, looking at it, because there's so many fighters out there. I don't know much about most of these guys. They're not even in the UFC yet. There's so many guys in the UFC. It's hard to keep track of all of them. All right, and man, this guy is a plus 150 underdog in Mousasa, but it's hard to bet against this guy. To be honest, it'd be hard to bet against either one of these guys, but 7-0 with 7 knockouts, and only one guy has made it to the second round, and he knocked that guy out in the second. So we're going to find out, I guess, if he's got somewhat of a padded record or if he is for real. Mousasa by knockout, the prop is plus 225. 3 of those first round finishes were in under 1 minute. So this could definitely be a don't blink fight. As I mentioned, the over-under was a round and a half. I don't know. Maybe you guys got some betting ideas on this one. I went over different props and different things that could happen. I'm just if I'm betting, even if I'm there live betting, I think I'd sit this one out. If I took anything, I think I'd take Tanzilov on the money line. I'm trying to think what was the money line. Minus 180, though. In a matchup that's this, I think, is this close. So Otari, 1 year older at 26, tell the tape, 2 inches taller at 5'10". But despite being 2 inches shorter, Mousasa has a 4-inch reach advantage at 74 inches. And they're showing minus 190 to get money line action on Otari now. I said I think I'd keep my cookies off the plate for this one, but it could be quick. Don't blink. Oh, good body kick from Tanzilov to start out. Oh, there's a right hook and a left hand from Otari. Good oblique kick from Otari backing up. There's a 1-2 from Mousasa. And Otari, as soon as he felt that, he immediately goes for the takedown. Lands a good knee to the body. Not able to get this to the ground yet. Neither one of these guys have any submission wins. Beautiful throw there from Tanzilov. Little Goshi on the inside. Mousasa already up. Lands a couple shots. Falls off balance. Mousasa not able to take advantage of that yet. Lands a good left hook there, though. Tanzilov with the single leg. Tries to spin Mousasa to the ground, but Mousasa right back up. He was on one knee for a moment and stood right back up. You see a guy 7-0 with 7 knockouts. You think, hey, maybe he doesn't have great wrestling. Maybe he doesn't have great takedown defense, but he's shown good takedown defense so far. Good knee to the body from Tanzilov. And Mousasa. Yeah, they exchanged knees. Tanzilov pushing Mousasa up against the fence now. And they break back to the center of the cage. Oh, good jab and a body kick there from Tanzilov. Oh, there's that big right hand from Mousasa. This guy's got scary power, and that's the reason I was hesitant to give a pick in this fight. Head kick from Tanzilov. Wow. And Tanzilov shoots again. Mousasa with excellent takedown defense once again. And there's a good counter left hook from Musasa, and that buckled Tanzilovi's knees a little bit. I have a feeling Musasa might just have that death touch, and you have to avoid it. Be cool to know each fighter's past opponents' records to check if they were hunting cans. Good idea. Halfway through the first round, good push kick to the body there from Tanzilovi. Left hook and a right hand there from Tanzi. Oh, and a brutal right hook from Musasa. Beautifully timed countered. And there's the right hand to the body from Musasa. Left hand and a right hook. Tanzilovi gets buckled again. 1-2 from Musasa, and Tanzilovi gets the takedown this time. Look at Musasa, the balance, the one hand. And he gets right back up. So you can tell he's definitely been working that takedown defense. Otari trains with Merab. Merab is there right now. That's a good guy to train with. 74-inch reach at this size is crazy. Yes, it is, Robert. Yeah, and like I said, he's even 2 inches shorter than his opponent, but he has a 4-inch reach advantage. Oh, he barely missed with that haymaker. 120 left in the first. There's a good right hand on the temple from Musasa. Knee to the body from Tanzilovi. And Tanzilovi's saying Musasa got him low. Mark Smith going to stop the clock here for a moment. Oh, he's in his corner? They got each other in the knees. Yeah, they did. They need each other in the groin at the same time. What a strange happening there. Good 1-2 and a body kick from Tanzilovi. Coming down to the 1 minute mark. Fight clock off a little bit now. So 58, 57, 56, 55 left. Good low leg kick there from Tanzi. Left hand to the body from Musasa. And Tanzilovi going for the body lock once again. Tanzilovi outlanding Musasa over 2 strikes to 1, 23-10 according to the stats. But I don't think Musasa's looking for a decision. And Tanzilovi really had Musasa wrapped up there. I mean, that was a fairly complicated takedown attempt with the body lock and wrapping the legs up with his legs. And Musasa was able to stop it easily. I am impressed with his takedown defense. We'll see if the defense stays that good when he starts getting tired. We really haven't seen his cardio yet. Oh, big right hand up top from Musasa. And the knee to the body. Right uppercut and a left hook at the bell from Musasa. And I don't care what the stats were before that. Musasa won that round now. Wow, Tanzilovi. Man, I thought they might stop it after the fight. He couldn't find his corner.
Let's take a look at some of the work in this first round. I mean, Tanzilovi doing a really nice job of getting this.
Let's watch this. That was incredible.
Aggression of Musasa onto the mat where you can control him a little bit better. Nice right hand there from Tanzilovi. But the entire round, Musasa.
And this will just be the second time that Musasa has been past the first round in 8 fights. Oh, Merab ragdolls him fast. Me too. I think that's what's going to happen. I really like Merab in that fight. And I know me and Dana, Wyatt, were talking about it on, not the last stream, but the stream before that. It was on Saturday's stream. We did football on Sunday, but Saturday's stream, when he called in, we were talking about that Merab's maybe got a questionable chin. And yeah, he has been tagged in the past, but I just see him punishing O'Malley for 5 rounds. Good outside leg kick there from Musasa. Oh, look at that. Tanzilovi with the Karate Kid kick there. Spinning wheel kick attempt. Musasa ducks under. Tanzilovi way more kick heavy to start the second. Oh, big left hook and a right hand from Musasa. And that's probably why he does not want to box with this guy. Sugar is going to snipe Maravs, Robert. You just call me Dana. I think it was on my mind because you sent me, probably on my mind because you sent me that thing about Dana and Demetrius Johnson. For those that don't know, apparently Dana White was always a Demetrius Johnson fan and protected him viciously and vehemently from us fans that were picking on him. What a line of bullshit. All right, and a break back to the center of the cage. Musasa he just moves forward. He's got that 4-inch reach advantage. Good right hand to the body from Musasa. Tanzilovi's the one that looks more tired, to be honest. Oh, good left uppercut there from Tanzilovi. He immediately grabs a body lock. That's a beautiful sweep. Musasa tried to reverse, but Tanzilovi in side control. This is the first time that Tanzilovi's had Musasa down for any significant amount of time, and he has a dominant position. Musasa right back up, though. Not only has his takedown defense been solid, he's been able to get back to his feet very quickly. Sorry, Wyatt. I didn't mean to insult you like that. No. Big knee to the body from Musasa. Tanzilovi answers. And Musasa, 3 big knees to the inside thighs there of Tanzilovi. 15 seconds away from the over-under mark for those that bet. Good 1-2 there from Tanzilovi. They got 8 seconds to hit the under. Oh, big left hook there from Tanzilovi. And a head kick from him. In the future, just anytime you have 2 guys that have not faced anybody as good as each other, and the over-under is 1.5, I'm thinking maybe you should probably just bet the over. Good 1-2 there from Tanzilovi. The over was minus 125. Good low leg kick from Musasa in the right hand upstairs. And back to the body lock. Tanzilovi, you can see he's got some catch wrestling or judo background. Went for a Taitoshi there, but blocked by Musasa. Oh, good 1-2 from Musasa. Oh, what a left hook from Tanzilovi that buckled Musasa for a moment. And they are exchanging bombs. Both these guys apparently have pretty decent chins, too, because they've both tagged each other good. Tanzilovi's been hit with much harder shots overall, but Tanzilovi going for another takedown here. Drops levels with 120 left in the second. How about your boy Carlin? Dude, have enough of us drunken idiots? No, I need to interact with them more. That's me. I'm a huge Mighty Mouse fan. Me too, man. Ground and pound submission or KO. Hate when guys spoon the entire fights, James. That is something I think Dana White Contender Series is going to clean up because he's not signing those guys. Like, if you come out Dana White Contender Series, which is genius from a business perspective, if you come out and take somebody down and hug him, like, you're just not getting a contract. Oh, good left hook from Musasa and a flying knee to the body from Tanzilovi. You see, stats-wise, Musasa outlanding Tanzilovi over 2-1 this round. Wow, this was unexpected. This is going to make it to a 3rd round. Good body shot there from Musasa. And this is the furthest that Musasa has ever been in a fight. I haven't seen any hiccup in his cardio whatsoever yet. Tanzilovi, who eats a knee at the bell, looks pretty exhausted. Rob didn't give him staff, did he? All right, let's go into the corners here for the final round.
Let's take a look at some of the straight right. Both guys showing they can take a shot, no doubt about that. There's a straight left from Tanzilov right on.
Yeah, these guys' chins are almost as impressive as their records.
This gets tough, man.
Drunkenness and satire is mandatory. Oh my God. I resemble that remark. And Kamara Usman in the crowd watching on. Good to see Usman following these young fighters as they come up. That's a guy that I think could be an incredible coach because he's a very clear communicator. If you listen to him in interviews, you listen to him in podcasts. Good example, be one of his podcasts with Joe Rogan. I don't know if he's had multiple, but there's one that I'm thinking of in particular where he's really well spoken. Good little leg kick there from Tanzilov to start this round off. He goes for the head kick, blocked by Mousasa. Oh, good left hook for Tanzilov. And he shoots a single leg. Mousasa pops back up, and then the second effort, Tanzilov gets him for just a moment. Mousasa back up. Tanzilov with the belly to back position. Mousasa's got some very unconventional techniques in stopping these takedowns, but so far they're working for him. Robert says 19-19. Certainly could be. Oh, big knee to the body from Mousasa and the left hook upstairs. Straight left there from Mousasa, and he is chasing Tanzilov down. Good right hand upstairs from Tanzilov. Hey, Wyatt, I think I don't think Mr. Tanzilov has earned the gear yet. Rob's not sharing his supplements with him. Those are pretty expensive, I guess. That was a good left hook to the body from Mousasa. A moment, good knee to the body from Tanzilov. Because he does not have Marab cardio right now. I think Usman would make a much better coach than a fighter. And watching film and breaking it down is pretty damn good. And that's pretty incredible compliment, Robert. As good a fighter as Kamaru Usman was. Good knee to the body there from Tanzilov. Oh, there's going to say that was low. So, Mousasa is going to take a second. And I don't blame him. In a fight like this, you do not want to be compromised in the least. I was going to say, that wasn't even really below the belt. Apparently, Mousasa's got some big balls. Oh, good body kick there from Tanzilov. That'll kill the fight clock, though. Oh, good counter right from Mousasa. 3:04, 3:03, 2-1. 3 minutes left in the third. And Mousasa has the back of Tanzilov for the first time. Lands a good right hook. Oh, and there's another one. And another. Remember, the props on submissions for both guys were just out of control. And Mousasa going for the rear naked choke up against the fence, not able to get it. Tanzilov uses that was pretty cool. Where he used the crook of his arm, Tanzilov, to kind of push up off Mousasa and do kind of a dip to get to his feet. Less than half of the third round left. This was definitely not expected to go the distance. Good knees to the body there from Tanzilov. And Mousasa answers with one of his own. I have a feeling we're going to see both of these guys in the UFC at one time or another. Good knee to the body from Tanzilov. They might both get signed tonight. There's another good knee from Tanzi and a left hook upstairs. 150 left in the third. Mousasa moving forward and stalking. Oh, and he throws a kick. Tanzilov catches it. And there's another takedown defended for Mousasa. Of course, we mentioned first time ever to the third round for Mousasa. Good knee to the body for Tanzilov. it would be the first time to decision for both fighters. Or no, maybe Tanzilov had 2 decisions. Scratch that. Good knees to the body there from Tanzilov. Yes, he does have 2 decisions. Oh, Mousasa swinging for the fence there. And yeah, this fight's, it's got to be close. Good inside leg kick there from Mousasa. Left hand from Mousasa. Bounces Tanzilovi into the cage, and Tanzilovi immediately going for the body lock. Lands a knee to the body. 30 seconds left in the third. We may not get a finish. It's not, if we don't, it's definitely not due to these fighters not trying. They are just both tough as hell. They refuse to be finished. 10 seconds left. Good right hook there from Mousasa. And they're hanging in body lock, exchanging knees to the bell. Maybe not the ending we were expecting, but a very good fight. Usman seemed to lose his usual aggression after the head kick KO, and his knees are gone. Totally agree, King James. Shouldn't have an issue converting to cornering and training others. No. Wow, who would have thought this would have gone to decision? Not me. Not too many people, Robert. Definitely not the odds makers. All right, so I won't put up the next poll because you guys requested to go over the fighters first. That's probably a good thing because this is the one fight where we have a big favorite. Not as big as our upset from last week, but pretty damn close. Unpopular opinion. I think Colby using his head as a punching bag so much is what slowed Usman down. Of course, we got a split. All right, and that's how I had it. I liked Mousasa better. I thought he definitely did more damage. He landed the harder shots. But I can see how that's a split. Yeah, he had mad cardio in the third round for a guy that had never seen the third round. Like, Mousasa really did not ever look tired in that fight, not to me. Who is the female fighter's name last week that got the real big upset? I don't know. I was trying to think of that earlier, and I can't. I can't think of her name now. If somebody wants to look it up and put, or if somebody knows or wants to look it up, you can put it in the comments. And let's listen to Josias Mousasa. Now 8-0 with 7 knockouts.
I'm happy not get the finish because my opponent was very slick and he had that game plan. We knew that he could not stand in front of me, so he tried to wrestle all the time, and it make the fights a little bit harder. It was hard to do this, and I made few mistakes, and I will come back and I'll correct those mistakes.
Well, you had
So-
a
Excuse me.
boxing
Silva beat Andrade.
that you got the judges not.
Thank you, Robert.
Tu as eu beaucoup de bons résultats et beaucoup de bons mouvements quand tu étais au bout tu as touché. Est-ce que tu étais vraiment confiant quand tu es arrivé à la décision?
I'll take a quick break, guys, just a second.
Mais tu savais que la décision était pour toi? Ouais, je savais déjà parce que je l'ai touché. J'ai fait des renversements. So you say, I'm not happy of the way I fought because it's not me. I think I will show more next time if they give me the opportunity for sure. And but I did not fight exactly like I should fight and the way I am, the real Josias Musasa. And when I got to the decision, I was sure that it was me because I knew I hit him, I knew I hurt him, and I reversed him many times. I defend his wrestling and stuff like that.
I think you proved a lot tonight about your ability to go 3 rounds. There's certainly something to be said for that. What would it mean to you to be just the 5th Congolese UFC fighter on the roster?
On pense que tu as prouvé quand même ta capacité d'aller jusqu'au 3e round et de pouvoir tenir jusqu'au 3e round sans problème. Mais comment ça te fait d'être seulement le 5e Congolais à l'UFC?
So that was a loss on the pole, I believe.
Une grande opportunité pour mon coach. Ou sinon, dans mon catégorie, je vais remplir des quoi? Ce que mes communautés congolais.
Sorry, my allergies have just been horrible this season.
It's a huge opportunity for me. It's a huge opportunity
So for once, I'm kind of ready for
in this division.
summer to be over.
I've not done yet, and you will see.
Just so much damn pole in here this year.
Tonight, congratulations on a big win. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Unpopular opinion, I think. Oh, I read that one already. Dubin was the girls' names. Greg, thank you. Silva, Caio, Shannon Clark. Silva beat Andrade. Sure, I forgot her first name, Eunice or something like that. Yeah, that sounds familiar. All right, let's look at this next fight here. And what have you done for me lately? Let's start with Yousri Belgaroui, the babyface assassin. These guys will be fighting at middleweight, 7-3, 5 knockouts, 2-3 when it goes to decision. He's been on White Contender Series before, lost by unanimous decision to Marco Tulio, won 2 in a row since. So he's had a few losses fairly recently, but look at the level of competition. A lot of UAE Warriors. For those guys, if you've been sleeping on UAE Warriors, these guys are moving up quick. They just signed Rainier de Ridier from ONE FC. That he was one of their 2-weight champions. They've had some other pretty big fighters come out of there, like Manon Farrat, one of the number 1 contenders at 125 pounds for the females right now. So let's look at his opponent. Taiga Iwasaki, 9-1, 27 years old. 4 knockouts, 2 submissions. Been submitted himself once, 3-0 when it goes to decision. Had his last fight over in Shudo, went to decision. had a fight with Rafael Lovato Jr. Yeah, I know he lost, but that's high level. That's a former Bellator champion. That's a very high level fight for your only loss. And then yeah, a lot of fights in Shudo, Pancrase. So those are pretty good organizations. So there is a withdrawal. A fight has been canceled. Quemuel Otoni has withdrawn from his fight with Cody Steele. That was our lightweight bout. It has been canceled. So there we go. Like we said, 9-1. Let's go to the odds here. Iwasaki, despite being 9-1, a big underdog tonight, plus 625. Belgaroui minus 950. I talked about his experience over there in UAE, which, you know, there's a lot of high-level fighters over there. But, I mean, Iwasaki, he's been over in Shudo and Pancrase. Those guys have been around for a long time, too. It'd be interesting to look at, you know, who all their opponents were if you had the time to go through all of that. But let's get this poll up. Like I said, Iwasaki, a pretty big underdog, but he is 9-1. Oh, I never ended the last poll. Sorry, guys, nobody told me, but it ended the same as what it was when I would have ended it. Same fighter. Yeah, you got a lot of gi stuff going on here with Iwasaki. Wonder if that's part of the reason here for the odds. No gis in MMA anymore. It's a new day. You think about it, it's funny. Royce is really the only one that wore a gi long term in the UFC. Nobody copied that. All right, poll is up now. Cody Steele opponent couldn't handle the pressure, had a panic attack. That's kind of what Dana was saying. He goes, that's part of the reason he pulled out is because this kid is such a stud. So at the second time getting his hands wrapped, he backed out. Wow, that sucks, man. Blown opportunity. Yeah, they won't see him again. At least Cody gets his full pay and will be on a later episode of DWCS. Well, sucks for Cody, too, though. He was ready to go tonight. He knew his opponent. Obviously, you know, the guy was scared of him. Is in his head. So it sucks for him to have to start all the way over again, too. Come back, find a new opponent. He's not going to get paid a whole hell of a lot. I have a feeling, I bet Dana for a lot of these guys, though, when he's like, hey, come back in like 6 weeks or something. I bet they do something for him financially. Obviously, they'll allow him into the Apex. I mean, I'm just assuming. They want him to come into the Apex and train, and they get in there. They're going to give him free supplements and probably some other stuff. So let's actually look at the props on this, though, and see if there's any bets out there. So let's go to DraftKings. As we said, Iwasaki, a huge underdog. But winning method. Oh, they're not giving us a winning method on this fight right now. Okay, maybe it's too close because they're about to step into the cage. So never mind, we will get no props. Three votes so far, 100% for Belgaroui. Don't forget to go in there and vote. Belgaroui, back-to-back wins, 5 wins by knockout, owns kickboxing win. This is the guy I was talking about earlier. Okay, over UFC light heavyweight champion Alex Pereira. Yeah, I can't imagine having that panic attack, though. I mean, yeah, it really sucks for both guys. Just kind of knowing how Dana is. I have my doubts that he would invite that guy back again, the one that had the panic attack. I don't know. I think he's going to look at it and say, hey, maybe fighting's just not for you, kid. Because this is the apex. This isn't 15,000 people and 20,000 people in Madison Square Garden. This is, a few fighters in the background, a couple of your, the families. And then, of course, if you let the TV thing get into your head, a lot of people watching on television. But Taiga Iwasaki making his way to the cage out of Niigata, Japan. Came a long way to lose. I know he's a big underdog, but I'm sure he's very prepared. The guy has been trading with Alex. Holy shit, bro. The guy really gave up. Yeah, I guess he tried to back out before, and then the second time they were trying to wrap his hands, he's just like, nope, can't do it. Can't do it. Cody Steele's too much of a stud. I'm going home. All right, Iwasaki, 5 first-round finishes. 4 wins by knockout, 2 by submission. He is a black belt, Kudo black belt. I don't know what the Kudo is. Kudo. Kudo black belt, Kudo world champion. I know judo, I don't know Kudo. And who wants to kill Tony from Madison Square Garden? I just seen a little bit of it. I plan on going back and watching it though. I'm sure it's great. Right, friends? I did PBR. He's cringe. Right? All right, guys. Tail of the tape. Yousri Belgaroui. 5 years older at 32. 4 inches taller at 6'5". He'll have a 5.5-inch reach advantage. And Iwasaki actually closes at a plus 700 underdog. Kerry Hatley's the referee for this one. 100% of you voted for Belgaroui in the poll. I agree. If I'm picking, I pick Belgaroui also. And Iwasaki misses his first kick. Belgaroui's got that professional kickboxing background, though. I don't think Iwasaki wants to stand with him. He shouldn't. I think if he does, he's likely to end up unconscious on the canvas. He stands with him for long. See, he was just a little off there, but Gary trying to find his range. Good body kick there from Iwasaki. there's a right hook from Belgaroui. Low leg kick there from Yousri. Iwasaki answers. Oh, nice counter right hook from Belgaroui. Iwasaki took it well. Thanks for fight tonight, Mike. No problem. Thanks for being here at PBR. Been really having fun with the Dana White Contender Series. Good jab and a right hand there for Belgaroui. Oh, Belgaroui is starting to eat Iwasaki up with that stiff jab. Lands a couple in a row there. Good body kick from Iwasaki. And there's a knee to the body from Belgaroui and left hand upstairs. I'm not sure how much Iwasaki cuts. He just didn't look like a big middleweight. He looks like he could definitely fight at welterweight. Good knee to the body there from Belgaroui. I mean, I don't know enough about, his diet and training regimen and all that to make that judgment, but just by looks. Oh, good elbow in the clinch there from Iwasaki. Push kick up the middle from Belgaroui. And odds move. Oh, nice left hand there from Belgaroui. Odds actually moving towards Iwasaki a little bit. Good low leg kick there from Belgaroui. Belgaroui now a minus 520 favorite. Iwasaki a plus 350 underdog. So that's about cut in half. Good kick to the body there from Iwasaki. And a nice left hand from Belgaroui and the push kick to the body. See, that's what I think you do. If you're going to do live fighting like that and you don't have good odds, don't force a bet. Watch one like this, and if there's a good moment for Iwasaki and you get a chance to bet on Belgaroui, I would think that's the way to go. But I don't like betting on minus 520s. Yeah, a little bit of eye graze there from Belgaroui. And live odds go back to plus 400 for Iwasaki, minus 620 for Belgaroui. A minute and a half. Oh, there's a flying kick from Iwasaki, and he floors Belgaroui. Belgaroui with two knees to the body. Now that woke him up. Actually, a minute 15 left in this fight. Because they had to stop it for the eye poke. Beautiful elbow in the clinch for Iwasaki. And Iwasaki saying he was poked in the eye. Again, he's got to be really careful there. You got to wait for the referee to stop it. Don't turn your back to your opponent. Oh, yeah, that was a great elbow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he put his thumb right in the eye. What's up, Luis Fernandez? A decision or a KO? Samaritan. Hey, good to see you, brother. Thanks for popping in. And Kerry Howes is no more. All right, 105 left here in the first round. And see, Iwasaki moved to plus 300, minus 425 for Belgaroui. I saw Iwasaki had just a few moments and the live odds moved. A good knee to the body and two big right hooks from Belgaroui. There's a good right hook from Iwasaki, and they're going at it. Brutal low leg kick there from Belgaroui and a right hook over the top again. Iwasaki's got a hell of a chin. He's already been tagged with some big shots. Good left hand there from Iwasaki. 20 seconds left in the first. Iwasaki showing he definitely deserves the opportunity to be here. Lands a good right hook to the body. Belgaroui with a knee to the body. And now that steep kick up the middle. A beautiful counter right hand from Belgaroui. and lands a knee to the head before the bell. Big ending to that round from Yousri Belgaroui. I give him that round 10-9. Oh, you saying what do I think? I kind of feel like Belgaroui probably gets the knockout. Iwasaki's got a heck of a chin, though. Minus 720 for Belgaroui in between rounds, plus 450 on Iwasaki. I wouldn't pull the trigger on either one of those. Ten 9 Belgaroui. Robert says knockout. Think there's going to be a knockout, huh? We'll see. Oops. All right, here we go. Oh, big right hand there from Bell. And Belgaroui with that low leg kick again. He's got some nasty leg kicks. And it's those low ones, not the calf ones. It's those low ankle kicks. Oh, good combination there from Iwasaki. 1-2 and a left hook. Just doesn't seem to have the same pepper on it. Straight right and a left hook there from Belgaroui and a good knee to the body. Good left hand there from Belgaroui. And he is stalking Iwasaki. Lands a good left hand there. And the low leg kick from Belgaroui. Left hand there from Iwasaki, and he gets the first body lock of this fight. Let's see if he can get it to the ground. I imagine he would like to. Iwasaki sitting at a plus 600 underdog at the moment, minus 1,050 for Belgaroui. I think that's exactly where we started. Iwasaki almost had the takedown there. Good defense from Belgaroui. Oh, the time. Oh, time that'll happen? Jeez, I don't know, man. I'll predict third round knockout Belgaroui. 3.5 minutes into the third round. Oh, good body kick there from Iwasaki. And the left hook from Taiga. Good left from Belgaroui. There's another one. Oh, misses bad upstairs with that left hook. That looks slow for Belgaroui. Iwasaki ducked underneath it. There's a good low leg kick from Iwasaki. Something about Belgaroui just reminds me of like a smaller version of Sagat on Street Fighter, though. Oh, good uppercut from Iwasaki, but two big knees to the body from Belgaroui. He had a lot of leverage on those knees. I know we see... Oh! Vicious elbow from Belgaroui up against the fence. Wow, Iwasaki didn't even cut him. What's this guy made out of? And Iwasaki again pushing Belgaroui into the fence. Still has not been able to take him down, though. Oh, good right hand there from Iwasaki. Definitely faster than Belgaroui. Oh, and they exchanged big shots. It was a right hook from Belgaroui, and immediately after the left hook for Iwasaki. And there's a good knee from Belgaroui. One thing I will say, though, it seems like Belgaroui is getting tired. And I don't think Iwasaki is. There's a good push kick to the body from Iwasaki. 120 left in the second. Right uppercut from Belgaroui. I'm curious if that's going to be reflected in the odds. It is not. Plus 700. Iwasaki plus 650 now. Minus 1150 for Belgaroui. Good knee to the body there from Belgaroui. And there's the elbow and a right hand from Iwasaki. He floored Belgaroui with that right hook. Now he's able to get the takedown. Well, he's got him up against the fence there. Belgaroui shelling up. A couple of good left hooks there from Iwasaki. I think Belgaroui, I think he's gassed. I think he gassed out. If Iwasaki's got a lot left in the tank, he might be able to take him out in the third. Iwasaki up to a plus 400, or down to a plus 400 underdog now. Oh, there's another eye poke from Belgaroui. And once again, Iwasaki turned his back, though. He's got to stop doing that. If the ref doesn't see it, you're going to be in trouble. Third round, 2 minutes into the round. It's Robert. And odds for Iwasaki now to plus 250. If you were looking for your spot to bet on Belgaroui, well, it might be there now, minus 345. It's a lot better. Also, though, I mean, like I said, I think he's gassing. And we'll see. This would be a huge point if this goes to a decision. And, I mean, it's 3 eye pokes. Seems like Kerry Hatley should really think about taking a point here. On the doctor looking at Iwasaki. I didn't think it was that bad of a poke. Dude, you traveled all the way from Japan. You got 5 minutes. Oh, man. That was a double eye poke. He just took both hands. That's got to be a point, Hatley. Come on, dude. Okay, good job. My respect for Kerry Hatley as a referee has went up significantly in his last few performances. He had a great split-second decision. I believe it was Saturday he was refereeing on. All right, so it would be 2018 becomes 1918 for Belgaroui. And like I said, I think he's exhausted. We could easily end up with a draw here. Which was a plus 5,000, by the way. Oh, no, if they took a point away, it's not good. Well, he's still winning the fight. You can still bet on time of finish. If you bet fight to be won in the last minute of the third round, you get 5-1 odds. Daniel Cormier with Umar Nurmagomedov there. So that's interesting. You can bet any minute of this next round that the fight would be finished. And you get plus 475 for any of them. Which becomes an interesting prop. Because if it's stopped... Oh, good one too there from Belgaroui. If it's stopped because of Iwasaki's eye... Nice right hand from Belgaroui. And the knee and the left hook upstairs. Oh, right hook right on the temple. Belgaroui, he's pissed. He might have gotten a second win, too. He doesn't seem to be breathing as hard. Good oblique kick there from Iwasaki, and they exchange shots. Good exchange of jabs there, and there's a good stiff left hand from Belgaroui. Iwasaki answers. Belgaroui's he's got so much power in short shots. And there's a good knee to the body from Belgaroui. And Iwasaki looking, I feel like he's looking fatigued for the first time here. Left hook to the body from Iwasaki, and he gets the body lock. Still not able to take Belgaroui down. Iwasaki very aware of his surroundings, though, ducking under that spinning back fist from Belgaroui. And there's a good knee from Iwasaki, because Iwasaki could have been in a bad position to take that. All right. On my scorecard, Iwasaki needs to win this round for a draw. To win, he needs a finish. Good oblique kick there from Iwasaki. I mean, outside of a 10-8 round, and I definitely don't see that. Yeah, Belgaroui headhunting. He does not have decision on the mind. Good left hand from Iwasaki. Oh, there's a right hand upstairs from Iwasaki. Iwasaki definitely much faster. I could see how strategically he could give a lot of guys in the division some trouble. Good uppercut from Iwasaki and big knee to the body from Belgaroui. And he lands a flying knee to the temple. And there's a 1-2 from Belgaroui. And Iwasaki is rumbling, fumbling, stumbling all over this cage. Right uppercut, left hand. There's a flying knee to the body from Belgaroui halfway through the third. Oh, big overhand right, and it is all over. And Robert, me and you are studs, man. You said third round, 2 minutes into the round. I said 3 minutes. It was halfway in between. Tough showing for Iwasaki, but Belgaroui hurt him with something that he just couldn't recover from, and then Belgaroui would not let him off the hook. All right, guys, we got just one fight left because of the one canceled fight. Yeah, Belgaroui won, Luis. Knockout in the third round. Even with a KO, too many eye pokes. So Dana isn't getting him a contract. I think he'll still give him a contract. It might be like a development contract or something, but this guy's just, I think he's too good, man. We'll see. We'll see, I guess. It could get interesting tonight. All right, 11 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit that like and share button. If you're not subscribed, we'd love to have you become part of the community. Hit that subscribe button now.
Belgaroui now picking up his 8th win as a professional MMA artist here after moving here to Shara MMA in Danbury, Connecticut. You can tell the training paid off. He had that stamina in that third round, figured out how to get that killer instinct and got the finish.
All right, guys, main event up next. Navajo Sterling, Phillip Latu at light heavyweight. So a couple of 205-pounders here. And that's another victory on the picks for you guys. 47 and 35 in major fights. Yes, win my bag. Congratulations, Luis. Good job, man. Good bet. Let's do what have you done for me lately for the main event, but an impressive knockout.
Yousri.
Here, let's
You gotta come
listen to
back.
his interview first here.
Congratulations. Second time on the show. This time you got the knockout.
Yeah, I'm happy that I got it. He showed a lot of heart. He's a good fighter. He's a real samurai. As I know him coming from.
That's a 3-fight win streak for Belgaroui. 8-3.
Gotta do it now, man. So I went in.
Anybody else? Robert says he doesn't think he'll get a contract. I think he probably will. I'm curious to see what everybody else thinks. If you watch the fight, do you think Dana would give Belgaroui a contract?
That's what I thought. So this is. In my mind, there was a quote by Dana. He was talking about breaking through plateaus, you know, to get higher and the possibilities.
Yeah, it was the big knee that started everything. That knee under the chin, and I mean Iwasaki.
The chance, you know, those don't come often. So I thought, gotta break through this plateau and fly.
You know, he didn't allow Belgaroui to know that he was hurt right away, but he just couldn't shake it off.
To get to this moment, what would it mean to you to be able to call yourself a UFC fighter?
Like I say, it's about getting to the next level. UFC is the biggest platform in the world, you know, in fighting, but in any sports or any type of entertainment, UFC is just of another level, and I would be super, super proud to be part of that.
You got a great
He's
team
afraid of Alex. That might get him the friend of Alex. That might get him the contract alone, I
What do you
think.
see in this shot here?
First ones I see is Alex Sons, right in the middle, Tabellino, and his brother Lohan. See my wife in front, she's crying. I see
I think Alex is there.
Alex gotta be there. Wait, is the big one in the right? Oh,
He's there.
oh, I love these guys.
Yeah, and Alex Bejeda watching on as well.
You've got a tremendous team behind you. How soon can we
think
see you?
They put the camera on them. I imagine Alex probably went in the background because he doesn't want to steal the shine from his friend.
To be talking to you again.
Just seems like that kind of guy.
I love it. I love it. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you so much. Guys, back to you.
All right, and that quickly, just like that, let's go into the next fight. Main event coming up. Navajo Sterling, Phillip Latu. I don't know a whole lot about Phillip Latu. I know there's been a lot of buzz this week around Navajo Sterling. Let's look at Phillip first. 6-1, all 6 wins coming by way of knockout. His only loss coming by submission. Cage Fury Fighting Championships. That is one of the places Dana definitely looks, and Fury FC. So 2 great organizations there, and he's got knockouts in all of them. No amateur career for him, so just the 7 fights. And let's look at his opponent. Did it freeze here? Yeah, sorry guys. SureDog froze for a second here. Apparently the whole browser froze. Okay, so just shut everything down. All right, we'll try this again. Phillip Latu. I imagine there's a lot of other people trying to bring these fighters up too. Just in case this hasn't been said, presidential debate started 35 minutes ago. Oh, it did. I thought it started in an hour. I didn't think it started until 7. But okay, 6-1, 6 knockouts for Phillip the Doctor Latu. Yeah, all finishes, like I said, Cage Fury and Fury FC. Those are big name outfits. And let's look at Navajo Sterling. 4-0, 3 knockouts. The 1 decision win. No amateur fights for him. HHS and Shuriken Fight Series. I've heard of Shuriken Fight Series. I don't know that I've heard of Hex. But yeah, all 3 of his last fights, all 3 by finish as well. So that's interesting. Let's go to DraftKings. So Phillip Latu plus 310. Navajo Sterling minus 395. The over-under is 1.5 rounds on this one. Minus 166 on the over, plus 130 on the under. Hard to say when you don't know these guys real well, though. Sterling to win by knockout is minus 110. Latu to win by knockout plus 550. So this could be an interesting one. I don't have a bet on this one, but let's get a poll up. Oops. In 1 second here, we'll get to the poll. There is Glover. He was in his corner. Nice. When was the last time you did judo? Oh, it's been a very, very long time. Decades. I mean, I've messed around with guys on mats and stuff, but since I've like took classes and competed and stuff, over 20 years. All right, fighters making their way down to the cage. I am getting the poll up right now.
City Kickboxing's Navajo Sterling is perfect as a pro and looking to keep it that way against Phillip Latu in a fight that may land the 6'4" Kiwi a place with his teammates on the UFC roster.
The thing about fighting is when I'm in there, you know, no matter how good the other guy is, as long as I can beat him, you know, as long as you just...
All right, poll is up. I feel like there's something we don't know here. I don't know. Like I said, there's a lot of buzz this week around Navajo Sterling. Just Phillip Latu. I mean, yeah, he's got the one loss, but his competition has been better. It's been incredible.
City Kickboxing entered once I won the King of the Ring. I reached out to Eugene Behrman, the head coach, and I just said...
I mean, like I mentioned before, Phillip was...
Literally no one asked for me to fight, so where else to go but to fight the best of anyone's contenders. I don't really look at my opponent, you know, I just look at myself and what I have to do.
Yeah, no amateur record for Navajo Sterling. Just the 4 fights. So as soon as fight ends, I'm going to watch that. Well, the good thing is it's on like a million channels, so you'll be able to start it and get it to the right place, I'm sure.
I'm from Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota, and my childhood.
It's getting to where it is hard to watch some of these politics, the things with some people, because you guys know, for the most part, I'm nonpartisan. You know, I try to just pick by the policies, and a lot of times I've voted third-party candidate or just not voted at all. Like the last election, Navajo trains with Izzy. He is a kickboxing champion. Oh yeah, city kickboxing. Okay, well that's why he's the favorite he is then. Yeah, Sterling to win by knockout is a plus 110. That might be the way to go. I don't know enough that I'm gonna give that advice, but shoot, if I was at a casino with a machine in front of me, I might have put a few bucks on Navajo Sterling by knockout. Chasing my loss. What's up, Just Unknown? No, don't do that, man. You lose money that way. Just brush it off, man. That's all you can do is brush it off. All right, the poll is 50-50. 50% Sterling, 50% Phillip Latu. So if you haven't voted, make sure and go over there and do that. Phillip Latu from Los Angeles, California, making his way to the cage. Over 1.5 might be the best. Yo, buddy, yo, what's up, Just Unknown? I know. Yeah, that's over 1.5. I think you're right. Because both of these guys, they're not used to facing guys as good as the other one. Phillip Latu, 4-fight win streak, finished all 6 of his wins by knockout, 3 first-round finishes. Now remember, even in striking, a kickboxing background does not guarantee victory. Remember, Khalil Roundtree defeated the great Gokhan Saki, knocked him out, I believe it was in the first round. And Gokhan Saki, that was it for him in the UFC. And I believe in MMA. Phillip Latu by knockout is a plus 550 too. It's just hard to say when a guy only has 4 MMA fights. You know, I'd like the time. I should have taken the time during the week to look more into his kickboxing career. People on City Kickboxing Gym compare Navajo to Izzy, but younger. Don't blink, you will see some crazy moves. Well, so, you know, minus 110 by knockout, that might be a good bet then. All right, 5 votes, 60% for Phillip Latu at the moment, 40% for Navajo Sterling. Let's put up, I don't think I put up the win. You guys got the win on the last one, right? I didn't put that one up, did I? 48? You guys moved to 48 and 35 and made your fight picks. CKB Blood Diamond didn't work out. Sterling by first round knockout plus 185 on the props. Undefeated 4-0, 3 wins by knockout. Trains at City Kickboxing. Auckland, New Zealand. I had said one guy has went the distance with him, but it was his first fight as well. And I don't know what his takedown defense is like. From what I see from Phillip Latu, he doesn't look like he's a wrestler or anything, but doesn't mean he doesn't know how to wrestle. Man, yeah, this is a great main event, I think, though. I think this is going to be a good fight. Oh, I spelled Stirling wrong. It's with an I. S-T-I. All right, Teletape. Latu, 7 years older at 33. Stirling an inch taller at 6'4". Stirling will have a 2.5 reach advantage at 79 inches, and this bout is at light heavyweight. Kerry Hatley is the referee again. Me too, just unknown. All right, here we go. Good low leg kick from Stirling to start things off, and there's another one. Lands immediately. Latu throws a jump left hook, and out of position already. Good inside leg kick from Stirling and the push kick to the body. And there's another leg kick from Stirling. I'm liking the demeanor already. There's a head kick from Stirling. Wow, and Latu lands a straight right. That was his first shot, but Stirling, the 1-2 to the body. Head kick attempt from Latu. Wouldn't that be crazy? Latu's getting lit up and then just knocks him out with a head kick. Latu catches a kick there, Stirling. Unable to do anything with those. Stirling escapes. And let's look at live odds here. Stirling minus 270. Latu plus 200 at the moment. So if you're looking to get him, if you're looking to get Stirling on the money line, you might get an opportunity to get minus 200. Oh, good low leg kick there from Stirling. Good counter right there from Latu, and the jab to the body. There's that steep kick to the body from Stirling. And the low leg kick. Stirling he just seems so unbothered by everything. Oh, there's a good right hook from Latu. Latu he seems a little bit more worried. You can kind of see his emotion on his face some. And Stirling he just looks like a cold killer. Oh, and there's a big 1-2 from Stirling. A good counter right from Latu and a left hook upstairs. Those are two big shots from Latu 2 minutes into the first round. Oh, big 1-2 from Stirling. And there's a good left hook upstairs from Stirling. Of course, the UFC always needs more light heavyweights. And there's a big leg kick from Stirling. Latu's already limping. He was already limping after that leg kick. Halfway through the first round. Good little quick left hook from Stirling. Goes up for the head kick again. Maybe grazed him. Latu knocks Stirling off balance. Unable to take advantage there, though. Coming down to 2-minute warning here for the first round. Stirling reminds me of Brian Battle for some reason. He kind of looks like him a little. Yeah, good push kick to the body there from Stirling. He does kind of look like a light heavyweight Brian Battle. So I can see why. Navajo Sterling still minus 270 favorite, plus 200 on Latu. Just thinking the same thing. I have a feeling there could be some opportunity on the live odds in this fight, though. $120 left in the first. I know Stirling was getting all the attention during the week, despite Latu having a great resume. Oh, good knee to the head there from Stirling. Oh. And the elbow in the clinch. Let's pray you don't gas, right? And Stirling going for the takedown. Falls down off balance, though. Latu lands the body kick. It looks like Latu could have taken more advantage of that, though. That's a few times Stirling has put himself in bad positions where Latu didn't take advantage, though. Good left hand there from Sterling. Push kick to the body lands for Navajo. Good inside leg kick from Sterling. 20 seconds left in the first. Good head movement from Latu. Knee to the body for Latu. And good takedown defense from Latu. Sterling's actually shot for a couple of takedowns. He wasn't even close. Spinning wheel kick attempt from Latu. That had a lot of speed on it if he was in the area. Good right hook from Latu backing up. 10-9 Navajo Sterling. Good round for both fighters, though. Minus 270 Sterling, huh? Oh, it just moved to minus 330 now. Just unknown. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get a shot at minus 200 or not. If I got a shot at minus 200 on Sterling, I would most likely take it depending on what had happened in the fight. I think the best thing to happen for the odds is beginning of the fight, Phillip Latu gets a takedown, maybe gets a dominant position, holds it for like a minute, and I think that'll shake the odds out a little bit. Yeah, that over 1.5 is set, I think. We got 2.5 minutes left, but yeah, good call on that. I was kind of thinking that too. Good inside leg kick from Sterling to start the second. Oh, that was a nasty leg kick. And the head kick. Sterling landed a head kick. Latu ate it. And lands a good counter right of his own. Oh, good left hook right on the temple from Latu. And there's a left uppercut from Latu. I mean, this guy's a very good fighter. They did not give Sterling a slouch. Oh, big right hand to the body from Sterling. That might have hurt Latu. And there's the low leg kick. He's really starting to mix up his attack more now. He was headhunting a lot earlier. Good left hook upstairs there for Sterling. And the low leg kick. Oh, big 1-2 from Sterling. That was fast. And the jab to the body. Inside leg kick there. Oh, nice uppercut from Latu. Sterling pushes into him, and Latu finds a little pocket there. I like the feints from Latu now, too. Throws a jump, lands a jumping left hook. Good left there from Sterling. Oh, and a brutal left hand to the hook to the body from Sterling. And there's an inside leg kick. If Sterling takes him out, it might be to the body. There's another push kick to the body. I think he knows it too. Latu is maybe a little soft in the midsection. Oh, good left hand and a right hook from Latu. And there's another big right hand from Latu. Latu going for the takedown. Can't get the single leg. Misses the sweep. 30 seconds away from the 1.5 over under. There's a good knee to the head. 2 big elbows from Sterling and another knee. 20 seconds left to the over. Push kick to the body from Latu and a big right hook to the body. Oh, there it is! A big left hook and the right. It is all over. If you bet the over, I'm sorry, you missed it by 9 seconds. What a knockout from Navajo Sterling. Wow. Just join your live because you look super smart and everyone else looked overrated. Well, thank you, Justin. It's the glasses. See, I take the glasses off. I don't look that smart, but it's a trick. But thank you. I appreciate it. I didn't. It was a suggestion. Yeah. No, I was kind of thinking the same thing.
that the UFC is looking for. A 26-year-old undefeated coming from a
But man, yeah, Latu is hurting. And you could tell at the beginning of the second round, it seems like Sterling had broken Latu's will. He was really not liking those body shots.
They both throw left hooks. The bigger, stronger, faster guy gets there first in Sterling, and that's a wrap.
Yeah. Navajo Sterling, very impressive against a super legit opponent.
Right hand that landed on the shoulder of Latu. Big, big KO there from Sterling. It's a guy to watch out for. A lot of fun.
Well, he's in the UFC. That's a guarantee. I'm going to say 3 contracts. I'm going to say 3 contracts this week. Of course, there was 1 fight canceled, so yeah, super close.
Let's go inside the octagon and send it in to Justin Bernard. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes, 21 seconds into round number 2, referee Kerry Hatley calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Navajo Sterling.
Navajo Sterling, welcome to the UFC, and I don't expect Dana to take a lot of time making decisions this week. 2:21 in the second round, the official time. And let's go over our results while Dana's making his decision here.
That's some damn good advice right there that a lot of young people don't get, unfortunately, right? A lot of people are telling you,
And there's the boss.
you see Dana already on his way back there to see who's going to get these contracts
He's already with the contracts. He's his decisions are made.
on that list. I think he's number 1 on my list.
I imagine he is wanting to go watch the presidential debates too, because you know he is a Trump fan.
That left hook, just beautiful work. He showed off.
So our results tonight: Nicole Caliari, first round submission armbar, 445. I think that will be a contract. Split decision win, Musasa versus Tanzilov. I really liked both of these guys. I could see both of them being in the UFC at one time or another. I'm not sure it'll be tonight. Yousri Belgaroui, I was impressed with his knockout win. He did have 3 eye pokes, though, and a point taken away. So I've been hidden away in New Zealand, caged for so long. Who won? Navajo Sterling, OMZ. I'm going to say 3 contracts, maybe 4. I'm on the fence. Yeah, so 1, Caliari, Belgaroui, that's 2, Sterling 3, and yeah, he might give it to Musasa. This was a close fight. I have a feeling Dana might tell Tanzilov and Musasa. Remember earlier during the week, he told those guys to come back and fight in the final week. I kind of just thought of this. But what if you had so many close fights where he could just stack a last week of Dana White Contender Series? Rematch between Musasa and Tanzilov. Rematch of the bout from the other week that they already said they would rematch in the last week. So we're halfway through the season, and you'd have two fights already on that card. I mean, the bad thing about that is, I guess, is you don't get so many new opportunities for guys. But that's another win for you guys. 49-35 on picks and major fights. Good pick, everyone that picked. Wait, did Did you guys actually pick Navajo Sterling, though? Yes, okay. I know it's close there for a moment. Masuka is the one I'm on the fence on.
Roller coaster for you tonight. Talk to me about how this played out from your perspective.
Oh, and there's Cody Steele, and that just sucks for Cody Steele. Didn't even get a fight.
About to actually just start warming up. I had my hands wrapped, ready to go.
His opponent, Kwamel Otoni, withdrew from the fight.
Yeah, they started trying to like cut my hand wraps off. I was kind of like, no, we should wait a little bit maybe. And then they're like, nah, man, it's over. I was like, fuck, all right. So cut them off, and then literally like 2 minutes later, they're like, oh, fight's back on. So like now I had to like amp myself back up.
Oh crap! Well, Cody had the wraps cut off, and then they said the fight's back on. Damn. That's still winning a contract as well, but we know what happened there. Yeah.
Dana is standing here to the side, and I think he wants to come tell you something. Truck was telling me that Dana has something to say to you. Is that right, Dana? The truck told me that you were going to come over here and talk. No, you're good. You're good. They were telling me that you had something to tell Cody.
Yeah. So I was saying earlier, you don't necessarily have to get into the octagon to realize that this is not for you, and apparently that happened to your opponent tonight.
I figured Dana was going to say that.
Your reputation precedes you. You're going to get paid in full tonight.
He won't be back.
We're going to get you another fight on the Contender Series, so you will fight this season. All right?
Does that make everything a little bit better tonight?
Yeah, makes it a little bit more sweet. But, like I said, I visualized myself, winning tonight, showing my skills, and sitting in the chair and then getting my contract from the boss, But, we're on that back and we'll get it.
Well, I look forward to seeing you again here, Cody. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you. Well, Dana,
Let's just do it next time. And, he's trying not to act too upset with the boss. They're disappointed, but obviously that's very disappointing.
So let's start with the first fight.
All right, here's our contracts.
Nicole?
Obvious.
Fight started off a little weird. I'm gonna consider it nerves in the first couple, minutes of the fight. Tonight was a night of nerves, apparently, and she looked like she felt nervous, but she goes in there, she gets the arm bar, keeps it, pulls off the win. She's 8-2. She's 27 years old. I'm gonna give her a shot in the UFC.
Nicole Caliari, welcome to the UFC.
All right, so there's one contract. I don't think that one's a big surprise.
The next one is very interesting. I liked both of these guys. Both these guys obviously have a future in the sport. And, when you look at a guy like Otari, he trains with the #1 guy in the world every day, right? He's fast, great hands, et cetera, et cetera. And Musasa is very green. The kid was very green, but you can tell that he's an incredible athlete. Got a great chin. And I actually thought Otari won the fight, but I was more interested in Musasa. I think that this kid has the athletic ability. You could see the tools and the chin and all the things. I'm actually very interested in him. I was talking to Ali, manages him, and Ali, this guy's training in the Congo. They're going to bring him here and have him train with some of the best guys in the world. I'm going to give this kid a shot. I think that this kid.
Oh, good.
I saw some things in
I was hoping
tonight,
he would get a contract.
I thought the judges had it wrong. It was a close fight.
So Musasa gets it, even though Dana thought he probably lost.
Kid, so I'm going to give him a shot.
Josias Musasa, welcome to the UFC.
That's a big compliment. The guy has not been getting formal training. Now he's going to be able to come to the state and train with the best. This guy's just got God-given power.
Against a guy who took a fight on short notice. He's a 6'5" middleweight. Instead of closing his hands and using them to keep him off.
Hey, he ended up $4 in the green. That's all that's important. Just to know.
4 or 5 times, whatever the number was. He did not impress me tonight. I'm not interested.
Oh, wow.
All right.
Belgaroui, he said he did not impress me tonight. I'm not interested. That's got to be those eye pokes.
Years old. He's 5-0. He's 6'4". He's a true light heavyweight, and he did impress me tonight. He's obviously in there with a very
so
tough
I expected
guy
3
who,
contracts,
who
but
was
just
mixing
not
really
those 3 contracts.
And he delivered tonight. I'm interested. I want to see what he can do in the UFC. Congratulations, you're in.
Navajo Sterling, welcome
All right,
to
Navajo
the UFC.
Sterling is in.
Dana,
Nicole
we are
Caliari
just
is
days
in.
away now from
And
the
Josias
season.
Musasa
UFC,
is in.
A celebration of Mexican fighters,
Yousri
but it's something
Belgaroui,
that
I
has
thought
been on the table 10
was
years
a
ago.
good fight.
Tonight
I
on this
mean,
card
I
alone,
thought both
8
guys did well.
countries represented.
I thought
What is it like to
Iwasaki
see the
had a
results of
tough
what is now
chin.
truly a
Wow, he
global
just really
talent
brushed
pool coming to
Belgaroui
fruition?
aside.
No,
That's
it's fun. And obviously tonight,
that's a
we're
bit
talking about it right
surprising.
now. You know, I've been talking about Africa.
I know Thigh Books
We actually
kept
have a
him
kid
getting
who
a
trains
contract.
in the Congo. There's a gym out there.
But to
and
not
lots of
say,
guys
hey,
that
go
get
back
in
and get
that
another
gym.
fight, I don't
It's
like the
just a
fouls. He's
testament
just
to
like,
how
no, I'm
far
not
the sport
interested
has
in this
come.
guy.
And wait till we do our first event in Africa and all the things
Wow.
that I'm talking about. Hopefully in 25. And
I lost a fight in
yeah,
Dana's
Spain.
mind. He's getting a contract.
It's
Should have
awesome.
had them rematch.
And yeah, I'm excited for Saturday.
That would have been great for
We're all
them to
excited for
rematch,
Saturday.
yeah.
Congrats. Thank you, Dana.
But
Guys,
when
back
I
to you.
seen Musasa just 4-0, knowing the, or no, he wasn't 4-0. He had a few more fights on it, but as young as he is, the informal training, I'm not completely surprised that he got Musasa.
Three newest members of the UFC, their dreams coming true here tonight. All right, let's send it back to Laura, who has Nicole Caliari.
Thank you so much, guys. Well, Nicole,
All right,
welcome
and
to
that
the
new
UFC. We talked
UFC
about
fighter. Thank you, Robert. I hope we hadn't lost sound for too long. All right, no call-ins tonight, but I just wanted to go through over UFC Noche. We're just 4 days away, and it opens with the Phenom Raul Rosas Jr. against Adrico Ling of China. We are back, yes. Some of these other ones, a bit surprised are on this card. They did throw a few more Mexican fighters in here, like Edgar Cherez, but nobody really knows who this guy is. Yasmin Uruguay and Caitlin Souza could end up being a good fight. Manuel Torres and Ignacio Bahamondes, I think that will be a good fight. Irene Aldana, Norma Dumont, two Hispanic fighters. I think that's probably why they're fighting each other. Ronaldo Rodriguez, Ode Osborne returns. Daniel Zellhuber, Esteban Rabovics. Very surprised both of these fights are on the main card. Makes zero sense to me on a big pay-per-view like this. But the top three are killer. You got Brian Ortega and Diego Lopez. We've been waiting for this fight. Of course, you're supposed to get it already. Got canceled because Ortega having some issues with his weight cut. And then 2 championship matches. You got the rematch. The former long-term champion Valentina Shevchenko trying to regain her belt from the woman that took it from her, Alexa Grasso. Then you have Merab Dvalishvili. And he is a favorite now. These odds are all over the... Oh, no, Sean O'Malley's the favorite still. Okay. Dvalishvili was a slight favorite at one time. So Dvalishvili minus 102, Sean O'Malley minus 118, basically even odds. Interesting matchup. Sean O'Malley, most power, I think, at bantamweight, maybe in bantamweight history. This guy can really crack. And then you have Merab Dvalishvili, one of the best wrestlers, at bantamweight, cardio that's absolutely off the charts. Just unknown. He'll do commentary for Noche. Oh, gonna get off here. All right, good to see you, man. Good to have you in here. Yes, we'll be back on Saturday for UFC Noche. We'll see you fine asses later. Enjoy your evening, no matter what it's doing, if you're watching the presidential debates or not. As always, I love you. I respect you. And I'll see your fine asses Saturday.